During a professional development training that I was doing for an organization around employee engagement, retention, and productivity, a woman came up to me and very softly said something that turns out to be the key to retaining and engaging millennial employees within the workforce. To show you what she said and how that's the key to retaining and engaging millennials in your workforce, take a look at this video. On the break at this professional development workshop, this woman came up to me in a very soft voice. She whispered to me, she said, you know, I wanted to share why I loved working here, but I was too embarrassed. So I said, oh, what is it? You can share with me, it's just you and I. Well, the reason I love working here is because of the holiday breaks. Okay, it is funny when we first hear it, that maybe the reason why she loves work here is because of the holiday break. I understand that. And so I dug a little bit deeper though, to understand where this comes from. And so I said, well, what were holidays like growing up? And she goes, oh, well, as a child, my dad was a truck driver, my mom worked, and so they were rarely home. So most of the holidays, it was just me being at home by myself, so I never really got to celebrate holidays. And now as an adult, I have my own family, and I love being there with them and celebrating the holidays together. And I said, there it is. It's not about the holidays, it's about you getting to do the holidays with your family that you wish you would have done when you were a child. The epiphany moment came over her. Oh. You see, she cherishes her holidays. And because she cherishes her holidays, she found a career and a job and a company that has a very liberal holiday policy so that she can then celebrate it. So she's fully motivated to do a great job at work so that she can have those holiday breaks that your company offers. According to Gallup research, she would actually be considered a highly engaged employee because she does a good job so that she can have those holidays. And believe me, she is not leaving that job anytime soon. And assuming everything else is going well in her company, this is a win-win-win. A win for her because she gets the holidays, a win for the company because they get a highly engaged, retained employee, and then a win for her family because her family gets to hang out with her and have holidays together. There was a Together report on employee engagement, which is backed up by Gallup research that says disengaged employees, unmotivated employees are less productive and more likely to leave the job. So there's this direct link between employee satisfaction and productivity and retention rate. There's a famous psychologist called Frederick Hertzberg, and he came up with a concept called the two-factor theory of employee engagement. The two-factor theory says that for most employees, it comes down to two types of motivators. The first one are hygienic motivators, and the second one are called intrinsic motivators. Hygienic motivators are all of the logistical things. Is my pay fair? Is my time off fair? Is my workload fair? Is my stress level fair? Is my promotion fair? Those are all hygienic motivators. And then on the other side, you have the intrinsic motivators. And the intrinsic motivators are individual to each person. It's a why they do what they do. For this woman, her intrinsic motivator was to have that liberal holiday policy so that she could spend time with her family. Now, through Frederick Hertzberg's study, he found that hygienic motivation only goes so far and then it caps. Whereas intrinsic motivation has an unlimited potential for motivation. Now, if I am a leader, a manager of a team, and I now know this, first off, I want to make sure my hygienic motivators are fair, equal, and all things are good here. And if that is the case, then I'm going to really focus on what is the intrinsic motivation of each person on my team. It's going to be different. One person wants the challenge. One person wants the financial reward. One person wants the recognition. And another person is just going to want the time off to be with their family. So one size does no longer fit. Cannot treat your employees as all thinking they want financial reward because each one's going to be different. As a leader, find out what it is for each person on your team and deliver that to them as best you're able. You know, according to a Deloitte research study, 43% of millennials will quit their job within 2 years, and only 28% plan to stay within the next 5 years. Yikes, that's a a massive turnover of employees that's gonna happen. But maybe if you plug into those intrinsic motivators, you can hold and retain those employees longer than the average stats out there. But it all comes back to those intrinsic motivators. Take the time to build a relationship with your team members individually. Find out what their intrinsic motivators are. Ask them directly, why do you love this job? Learn about it. Give them the safe space to say things like, I am here for the liberal holiday policy. And as you hear those intrinsic motivators, build a plan with them that if they're productive, if they're successful within their job, that you're gonna help them to receive those intrinsic motivators. If you do that as a leader of your team, you're gonna see your productivity go up and your retention rates go up. And that's how you're gonna engage your people. Speaking of engage your people, if you like this video, subscribe so you get all of our videos. And my name is Tom. I'm here to help you to engage your people. I'll see you in the next video.